audio. Yo, baby girl.
Oh, nice. It's cold.
Yeah, it's in the freezer.
Were you lying to me the whole time?
No, it's out in the truck, but in the freezer afterwards. You don't just leave it places. You can move things in other places.
Yeah, I didn't expect that from you.
Yeah, I said a lot of things from you.
You start crying.
You don't expect anything. You expect the worst is all you expect.
Dude, I'm not going to get into this with you right now. So, this is a weirdly scary, deep issue between us. I'm not going to fucking do this on this podcast with you right now, dude. Start watching a different podcast.
Days, that's sweet.
It's all we're doing is reviewing podcasts.
We do that as a new podcast.
Reviewing podcasts?
Well, the podcast review. That's actually definitely a thing.
Podcast reviewers.
That's definitely a thing.
We can listen to some little dickie.
Big Dickie. I just watched the whole TV show. I just finished watching the David show today too.
Earth, save that money. It's 8 minutes and 48 seconds. I'm not watching this whole thing.
Hi.
No, we just watched it anyways. I don't want to watch it again. Anyways, it's
It's
weird.
like
It's
way
almost
long.
it's almost like a documentary thing kind of in the middle of it. You know?
It's insane. He's got a really good voice, actually.
Yeah.
For a fucking Jewish piece of shit. It's sick that he says kike, too, though.
Yeah, that was sweet.
I know. I can't
Kike,
remember what he
I
said.
think kike is probably the worst slur you can use.
Against a Jewish person?
Anybody. That's the number one slur.
Kike?
It's offensive. Hurts my feelings. Hurts your feelings.
It's pretty insane, though. How... It's weird that there's so many white people offended by it now. You know what I mean? Like, people, like, it's not...
They're pretending to be offended?
Yeah, I think they're pretending. You know what I mean? It's just like... I mean, why would you act offended when a word that doesn't apply to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's because it's like, why are you offended on behalf of somebody? It's kind of
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to be offended on the behalf of somebody. Because that's what it is. You're offended for that person. Like,
well, that's the biggest
what
issue.
if there were black people around and heard you say that? It's like, well, they probably beat me up, first of all. Second of all...
Because they're violent monkeys.
So sweet, just racist as fuck.
Yeah, but that's kind of the funny thing, though. That's like the weird double standard is. It's like, oh yeah, if you say that in front of a black guy, I bet you won't do that. I bet you won't say that in front of that guy. It's like, why? Because they're violent and they can't control their tempers and they'll attack you. It's like that's racist. Yeah. It's kind of like that's a video you should look up. Look up. You have the fucking keyboard. Let me look up. What's Sharon Osbourne's kid's name?
I don't know.
The daughter.
I don't know.
I know it. It's right on top of my head. Just look up what is Osbourne. It's
Osbourne. It's not typing anything.
I don't know how do you start that? Oh, maybe it's not plugged in.
Just type it in.
It's not plugged in. Oh, it was great. Is it Shelly Osbourne?
Shelly. No, I have no idea. Sounded good though.
I'll try it. See if it's.
Shelly Osbourne.
I feel like it's like I made it out.
Oh, I
feel like a fucking idiot. I wasn't know I'm stupid.
I'm scared.
I'm stupid now.
It's okay.
Oh, it was right.
Was it? Oh yeah.
Oh, this is it too.
On the View.
This is the cringiest. That's so hard to watch. But this is kind of my point though. It's like.
Turn it up.
Look what happened on The View today with guest co-host Kelly Osbourne.
There are a lot of Latinos here in this country.
Latinos.
She's so hot though. Her tits are so nice back when she was younger.
Is a problem,
5 or
and
6.
it does need to be addressed, and it does need to be fixed. But making
This is
those
the best.
comments, those racist comments, do not help. And if you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilets, Donald Trump? In the sense that, you know what I mean?
No.
That's so great.
Oh God.
Cause it's so funny, cause that's what they say all the time, but she just said it the wrong way.
Yeah, I know.
Cause like, oh, if you kick all the Mexicans out, then who's gonna be on the mean old lady? It's like that's literally something that everyone says, and then she just tried to do it, but she fucked it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
she
so
just made it
hilarious.
sound racist as fuck.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Okay, what about the economy?
Who's that black guy?
Build a giant wall.
See me?
Wall.
And as for that jaw-dropping remark of Kelly Osbourne,
Kelly.
she apologized on Facebook, saying what she said was a poor choice of words, admitting she really messed up, but she expressed it a different way.
Yeah, that'd be fucking... Well, it is 100% what people say, though. I mean, they're like, well, who the fuck's gonna be fucking picking all the fruit? That's what I've heard people literally say that. Well, how are we gonna fucking do anything with farming?
Oh, no, maybe you have to pay people an actual livable wage. Weird. It's almost like when you take out... First of all, you shouldn't be paying them low. Have them come legal so they can get a fair wage.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point is they're not legal.
Yeah, but the whole point is, if they did it... Their whole thing is, oh, what... If we did that, then how we all this cheap labor? It's like, we don't want cheap labor. That fucks over the people who are working legally. Who have to pay taxes, who are doing the right thing, and who are just happen to be a real person.
Like, a real person.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, just a citizen who just needs to who wants to get a job, but who doesn't want to have to get paid $5 an hour to fucking do a hard job. It's like, no. Pay me $13, $15, whatever it is. Whatever the livable wage. And then they come in there and they're like, oh, I can give all my money, send it all back to fucking Mexico where it's cheap as fuck to live.
So your money's... where they're making $5 an hour here, it's garbage. But in fucking Mexico, it's not garbage.
Yeah, and they send all the money down there and then they fucking have it's like, it's stupid. The whole thing's just not thought out. It's like it's just thinking too emotionally, not thinking about the actual outcome of this problem. Like of what's gonna happen. It's like, oh, if we keep doing this, it's just fucking bullshit.
Everything is. At least all. Yeah, and I was thinking about like what you said about fucking. Here, do you want some more?
Where are the bodies?
Yeah, where are the bodies? It'd be so sweet. Where's the evidence? No, about like, I've seen those so many times on the fucking. Dude, we're out of fucking sour.
That's the best part of the whole fucking drink.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, what were you saying?
About the fucking George Floyd and how people are like, he was a fuck. I don't even know if any of that's true at all. I've never done any fact checking on it. That he was like a fucking convicted robber and he like raped some girl. I see it on Facebook all the time. And then I can't remember what I was saying to you about you. It probably is bullshit. And that's what I was saying to you, and you were like, yeah, it doesn't matter. He wasn't doing that at the time. He was passing a fucking fake $20 bill that we don't even know if he was purposely trying to do or not.
Yeah.
So it's like, we don't know. We don't know. Maybe he was actually trying to purposely do it, but it's like, to kill him over $20?
Yeah.
It's a fake $20 bill, you're going to fucking literally just full weight onto someone's neck?
Leaning on his neck.
With their full weight.
On your carotid
for 8 minutes.
On your carotid artery, where you literally lose blood flow to your brain.
It's so terrifying. I watched that video and it was just terrifying to be in that spot, dude.
That's kind of erotic myself.
It's so scary. Just fucking deep into BDSM.
Man on man.
Man on man BDSM.
Gay BDSM.
Fucking hold my neck down till I fucking
hold that African American.
That's what you get off on?
Like
God.
That's worshipping him. What am I doing?
You're so disgusting.
Like, what the fuck am I doing?
What am I doing? I'm a fucking nightmare person.
Oh, well, let me finish jerking off and then get the fuck out of here.
Let me finish jerking off and get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, it's not even that good. It's alright. Just gotta deal with it though. I don't know, dude. It's just crazy, I feel like, just to see all these people burning shit down. It's so weird, too. It's like, no matter where I go, I've never seen anything. I've never fucking been around any of it.
Just never seen anything?
No, I've just like never seen anybody like protesting or anywhere, and I've been. I haven't seen that anywhere.
Have you looked?
Well, it's like no.
Like looked up where they were and tried to actually go join one?
No, God, I'd never do that. Ever. I would never even look it up. So I just freaked out about it. Minnesota, they fucking burned down a fucking police station.
You were in Minnesota, though.
I was, but not at this time.
Yeah, not.
I was in Nevada though. Las Vegas, they're having riots.
Yeah, they're having riots in Spokane.
I know.
They killed a man. They hung a fucking African American cop.
Shut the fuck up. I was like, what?
The scariest.
And they didn't even report about this.
Nah, dude.
They're like, yeah, they fucking Antifa fucking hung up a black cop with a noose. Of course, no one's reporting that. It'd be so scary.
No, like I've been.
Can you imagine?
It's so terrifying.
And then I love.
It was a black cop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the best part about him. Hung with that news. He's a black cop. That'd be like the weirdest mix.
Yeah, like what happened?
I know, like first of all, I would be like, okay, someone fucking killed that dude because he was black, and then just fucking. I don't even know what I think. I wouldn't even know what to think. So I don't think that dude killed him just because he was black. I really don't.
No, he didn't.
I think he was a fucking corrupt piece of shit cop that like a lot of them are. But to kill somebody just to, why would he just kill him just to kill him? Because he was black. I need more evidence than that. I need more reasoning to that, because I can't ever understand that reasoning. It will never be able to fucking work in my mind. Oh, he just killed him because he's black. So he risked, knowing there was a camera on him the whole time, he risked just fucking, he was going to get away with killing this black dude.
Yeah, because I have the whole issue with that type of shit, too. I don't really give that much. I don't know. There's a lot to say. They say, oh, yeah, people, like... More white people die by cops. There's more white people.
Yeah.
But also more black people get arrested. Like the amount of black people get arrested is it's probably a higher number than. Probably still not a higher number than fucking. I don't know. That's a weird one.
What?
People who get arrested or who like get pulled over, all that shit.
I don't know. I don't think there's more black people. I don't think there's more black people in prison than there is of. Is there more black people in prison than there is white people?
I think there might be.
I feel like that's insane. I feel like that's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's also a weird. I don't fucking know.
Well, and they say, like, literally people are like, oh no, that's just racism. That's just because
there might be some minor. There has to be
some racism in there, for sure.
Because it's like maybe when they see a black guy, they do tend to go heavier on for some reason.
Yeah. Just maybe automatic. It's probably been dude.
Well, it's like the opposite thing for women. Women get like way easier. They get so lenient charges. It's insane.
I know.
They get lenient as fuck charges, and they don't get arrested near as much.
No.
It's like the exact thing they bitch about white men. Like look at white women or women in general, black women, every color woman. They don't go to jail very often, but also they commit way less crime. Men commit way more crimes than way more violent people. Yeah. That's like what part of
our
what
nature.
Men are.
Yeah, well, it makes sense too.
Yeah, that's what it had to be to evolve to this point.
To survive, you know. I mean, back in the day, you had to survive. You had to be violent. You had to fucking literally do whatever you could.
That's why everything's set up the way. That's why the patriarchy is the way it is. It's because the men took charge of the situation, and the women's like, okay, I'll just stay back and.
No, that's how it was ever since fucking hunter-gatherer shit.
Oh yeah, but I bet he's always fucking women out of the, popping up and doing it. Fucking bull dykes.
Oh yeah.
Just part of the men, but definitely, the men were more likely. And the butch lesbians and probably the gay dudes probably stayed back and fucking hung out with the bitches.
Yeah.
Like I bet that's how it all was.
Yeah, I bet you how it was like that forever.
I doubt they really broke it up by gender. I think just whoever wanted, like, they probably maybe like there was a little bit of a boys' club for sure.
Oh, it had to have been just because it's like no, you need to stay back. I can take care of my kid, nigga. Someone's got to stay here and take care of these people while we go and try to get food. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's literally all it was. It's like, okay, someone needs to take care of this shit while we're gone. You need to do this because we have a higher chance of getting this fucking killed and brought home instead of a bunch of women. But you know, there's always those fucking.
But they're definitely women. They're probably better than
men. 100%.
Sure.
Dude, that's just how it is though.
And yeah, they're gonna pop out. It's like Joan of Arc. Like she was in the fucking 1500s or 1400s. What the fuck that was? 1400s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Gilles de Rais battled alongside her. The guy who fucking raped and killed those children in the 1400s. But yeah, but they Yeah, so people, I don't know, women could do, I guess it's insane. Everyone says, oh yeah, what all the inventions we'd have if they treated women equally or whatever. I think that Neil deGrasse Tyson quote.
Yeah.
That was one of his quotes where he said, like, oh, imagine if we didn't suppress women, how much more ideas we'd have, or some weird thing like that. But I think the scientist women usually pop out.
Well, that's the thing, though. They get fucked. No, because that's not true. Because they would get fucked. There's a ton of fucking like evidence. Like, I can't remember who this was. There was a girl, and she fucking mapped out like fucking 900 stars or something when the first big telescopes were coming out, like in the 1900s. She mapped out like 900 stars by fucking category and all this other shit, and fucking a man came over and like they totally dismissed her, fingered her without her consent.
She loved it though. She never admitted to anybody, but she wanted it.
She wanted
it bad.
But yeah, she got fucked over on all of her shit. There's a lot of girls that got fucked over. But the thing is,
but she's a woman though, so it doesn't really matter. You make me care.
I know that's probably how they were though. It's
well, yeah, I know, because guys are douchebags and women are a little bit of pushovers. That's also a generalization, but that's.
It's true. There's a lot of truth in it though. And it's like, and it's just because the way how
there are strong women that are like, "Fuck you, faggot." I ain't gonna like just completely.
Oh yeah,
there's definitely in women too, but there's a lot of, especially a fucking nerdy. I guess a nerdy guy usually be a fucking, but there's probably douchebags that jump up in that ranks. Because that's what's gay.
What?
If there is a shitty fucking worker, I mean, if there is a shitty douchebag guy and a bunch of nerds, then he's gonna gravitate to become the leader of it anyway, just because he knows how to fucking control that.
Yeah.
Because less to do with how good you are, how nerdy, or whatever, or how fucking smart you are when it comes to that shit. The guy who knows how to fucking make everybody look up to him and make everybody listen to him is going to be the guy that's going to be the leader, no matter how good he is.
Yeah.
That's why we have shitty fucking leaders in this world.
Because we get sold on them. They sell us. I don't understand how it works. Just that being a politician... I couldn't imagine it. It's like I literally like sometimes I have this weird feeling where it's like I think I had it just today. I was driving down the street and it's like when you think about the media and they're like people are rioting and fucking crazy shit's going on everywhere, and I just think about it, it's just like, man, it's so weird that 99% of the world literally is just carrying on with their life. Truly and honestly, 99% of the world is just carrying on with their lives. They're not out protesting. They're not out fucking burning shit down. They're not out doing anything. And that's just the same thing in their mind as it is mine. That's okay, that's happening, but like, that's not affecting my life at all. I haven't seen anything about it around where I'm from. You know what I mean? Yeah, people came out with guns out our streets, but...
Okay, they killed a black guy.
No, it's always scary. But like, nothing ever happened to me. You know, nothing's going on. And I'm just carrying on with my life, and it's like, none of this shit's affecting me at all. It's like, how many other people is that really happening for?
Most.
But
there's also weird shit happening like in fucking in California, because like there's people that take the defund the police way further. Because like defund the police is such a stupid
idea.
Term. No, the idea is fine because the idea isn't what you think it is. The idea is not defund the police. The idea is to spread out what you make police do. Put other people in, like when you have a domestic violence thing, bring a psychiatrist or someone there to actually help people work through an issue. You talk about how people can bring people down. People who know how to fucking de-escalate a situation in a real way, not some fucking cop who's been doing it for fucking a week. I don't know, like the hours was like a couple weeks they have to do a fucking a police court.
It's like 250 hours of training or something.
It's insanely low compared to like what you have to do for every other country.
Yeah.
Like that's what they need to focus on, better training, and then they need to focus. Like what their idea is, basically split it up in a bunch of chunks, where different areas maybe make other little forces that can do other to kind of do the shit. So there's less people have guns, and there's less deadly force. But the thing that kind of sucks is because they're saying shit about the fucking, you should make it so if it's a traffic stop that they're not carrying a gun when they do traffic stops.
That's like, fucking ridiculous. People will blow their fucking brains out, dude.
Yeah, that's way too. That's ridiculous.
Someone that has a fucking pound of heroin on them and a gun on them, and the cop doesn't have a gun. Fuck you, blowing your brains out, and I'm fucking.
You watch that one guy.
Because you're not fucking gonna kill me. I'm gonna kill. You know what I mean? You can't kill me. I'm gonna fucking leave, and you're not gonna follow me.
Oh, you have a warrant out for your arrest?
Yeah, fuck, bye.
And guess what? I have a gun on me because I don't give a fuck about laws.
There's people that are so like that all over the fucking United States.
And they're all black.
So sweet, every time. Just...
no, but they are all black.
No, but they are all black.
Yeah, but there's just people that are desperate, and they'll want to get...
And the thing is, though, it's like, it's not... I feel like it's straight panic mode for them. It's straight, like, oh, fuck, this is happening. I have to do this now. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to go back. You know what I mean? Like, dead ass. Yeah. Like, fuck, so...
We're not yet. I won't go back yet.
Yeah. God, it'd be so insane just to be able to pull the trigger against a cop, though. Just, like, literally have that. Fucking try to shoot down a cop.
It's insane to have a murder in your fucking... That had to kill a guy in a moment. Like, yeah. We killed him. Did you go through that fucking insane?
Yeah, that you killed somebody.
There's tons of people in this world who've done that and don't even give a shit. I probably give a shit, I guess. But some of them don't.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of them give a shit.
A little bit. But it's either you or me, though. That's how you look at it. That's the scary part. In that moment, you have to be like, okay, if I don't kill this guy, he's going to kill me. Maybe not now, but he will. Yeah,
that's like gangs.
That's how you... Survival. You had to bring it down to survival at that point.
That's how it would be, though. That's how they look at it, though.
That's how you have to look at it.
Yeah.
So what? There's no other way. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, it's like, that motherfucker's gonna kill me.
How else are you going to justify it? And it's not even that. It's not even that he was even had a gun on you. He might not kill me today. He might not kill me tomorrow. Who knows? But if he gets out of this, he might. I'm not safe.
Yeah.
But it's like, maybe you just take the charge and just fucking start getting better in your life and actually get a real job. Like,
See,
you know, there's
there is ways out.
Maybe more mature. Don't go for the fast money. Actually go into a career. Like, there's things you can do to get yourself out of that shit, but it's so hard to because you're so deep in it.
So deep into it. Imagine if you're addicted to drugs at all. You know what I mean? It's like, that right there is gonna fucking set you back so far because you have to get off the drugs. Gain the fucking want to fucking... You have to gain the want. The want, it doesn't just happen. It fucking takes long periods of time of fucking trial and error and fucking garbage consequences to go through, and you still won't learn. Even through horrifying consequences, you still choose to do drugs. You know what I mean? So it's like... It's insane just to think that those consequences don't even stop you then. It's like, they don't even stop people most of the time. Probation, prison, it doesn't stop people. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, but it goes the same way with everything, though. People just overeat and get really fat, and they start getting diabetes, and they keep going, and they just keep going, and they keep going, and they keep going.
Same thing.
Shit. Gambling,
alcoholism, gambling,
start losing everything. You just keep going.
Keep going.
And even after you win, it's not even about winning either. It's about getting that rush again.
It's about winning a lot of money.
Well, yeah,
that's what the rush is. It's winning a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, and then they almost always spend it right back to the casino, which makes no sense.
But the same feeling, that you get like in a video game.
Yeah, video games, getting high. It's the same thing, dude. It's like fucking like getting heroin. It's the same exact feeling as fucking winning that big money. It's like, dude, it is. I swear to God. Like, when you're fucking sick off heroin, and then the dude that calls you back says, "Hey, I got it. Head over." It's like a fluttery, fucking weird feeling of excitement you get in your chest. It's crazy, bro.
That's terrifying. But like, I can't imagine this as good as winning like $2 million.
Well, that'd be insane.
Winning $1 billion.
You can't even, dude. I mean, that's so few people have won that much money.
Yeah, that feeling has to be insane.
Oh my God, it has to be the most like heart exploding excitement you'd ever experience.
Winning a lottery, just an actual lottery ticket, winning like $100 million or whatever it is, $800 million, and you get like a fucking lump sum. You're like, oh my God.
I have fucking $16 million at my disposal. It's like, that would be just fucking crazy.
You're right to get all heroin
every time.
Every second. That'd be insanity to win that much money. Just be, oh fuck,
dude. Oh my, I'd come in my pants, fucking freak out. I'd probably just kill myself instantly because I would just be so happy.
I did it. That's how you say.
I don't even know, dude. If I just had $16 million, I literally would just be like, I just start buying properties and renting them out or something, just so you can always have income no matter what. Buy like fucking 20 properties and fucking rent them out instantly, and then just fucking always have income for the rest of your life.
Well, that'd be the goal, make it fucking last forever.
Yeah, that's it. That's my goal. I want fucking to make amount of money to where I can invest it to where fucking money will last me the rest of my life.
Oh, 16 million divided by fucking how many weeks are in a year? That's how much you make it fucking. 60 million
months?
How many? About how many years, I guess. Figure out the year. How many years it would take?
What?
To make that much money? Like how much money per year that'd be?
But you'd also have that money invested in the houses. And you
can
sell that house for more than it's worth 10 years down the road.
Unless it
crashes.
Collapses hard, scary hard.
$10 a piece.
The whole world goes into fucking apocalypse and your money's worthless.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That'd suck.
Yeah, that'd be so gay.
You
finally get there.
You win that
finally get to the point, dude, where you're fucking set for life and the fucking apocalypse happens. I would be so fucking... I'd fucking take a gun instantly and kill myself. Like, I'm not dealing with this. This is bullshit. I fucking worked my ass off to get here.
Prank we did on you. We didn't realize you'd
instantly
kill
instant first sign of the apocalypse, kill myself.
No, he's dead. Oh, hopefully my name's
money.
in that will.
Yeah, I know.
I hope my name's in that will. Hope I just started dancing my heart out. That was the plan in general. Just to make you to kill yourself.
Just give all your shit. Give me all your shit.
Give me all your what?
Give me all your shit.
Your dead body. Take everything I got. You're fucking robbing me here. What is happening to this cute ass guy and his dead body?
It just starts a fucking necrophilia porn.
Let me see. I'd be down.
I'm sure there is 100% necrophilia porn.
Yes. You watched some before.
I know, but that one was scary. That one was the most terrifying thing I've ever witnessed in my life. Just I can't hear what that was on.
For the people.
God, I don't even want to, dude.
Yeah,
it's just like
you got him.
It was so scary and real.
How far off the mic have you been?
Oh, I'm always far off. I gotta lean like this close to it. I don't want to fucking.
I don't want to do that close, but you have to be close.
Yeah, this. How can I look at you and talk to this mic this whole time? This close to the fucking mic. So this, it was whatever fucking Caleb had that fucking video. What was it called? Do you remember?
Baby sex and kid killing.
Yeah. No, it was something videos.com. It was like the face of the death.
Documentingreality.com.
That's right. Documenting reality. And he gave me the password for it, and it's just like those are the most. I mean, literally. I've never seen the most brutal videos in my entire life, dude. Fucking to see that one I saw where there's like a guy literally fucking tied up to a bed, and fucking he's like the dude's on top of him, and like it's like way back in the corner, so you can see like the whole bed and him on the bed. And he's like, no, you can just tell like he's screaming, terrified for his life, and then he just fucking takes a ice pick and just fucking stabs him over and over multiple times, like all over in the chest, bro. It's just like, oh my god. And then I just literally, and then you see him just like fucking cutting his arm off. And then the next part is like his cut off arm touching his dick. And then I was like, boom! Instantly shut that off when I saw that. I was like,
you came like, oh shit, okay. Save the rest for later. I'll come back to that shit. I'll come back
I'm gonna
to that.
fucking not make it very much longer. So sweet.
I don't do that. I don't do that in porn.
I don't know, dude.
When you jerk off with a porno, and then you're like, okay, I didn't make it all the way through. I can't wait to watch this later. I come back and finish off it. Finish off it.
No, it was just so brutal because it was just like, oh my god, how deep was that video gonna go? It wasn't very far into it. I mean, in the fucking, you know what I mean? Just fucking cut off arm jerking him off. Can you imagine using a fucking cut off arm to jerk you off?
I think you're kink shaming the poor guy.
What?
Kink shaming him.
Oh, from murder? I don't even understand that either. It's like, why those people fucking like? I can't. I had to have been real, bro. It had to have been real. It looked so real. It was terrifying.
That sounds terrifying. I believe you.
I'll
never look
I don't know, but like,
so
is it like the dude's face wasn't blurred or anything? It was just like.
People video that type of shit though. Definitely.
Killers.
Yeah.
There has to be just a killer that just put. You know, I mean, they all probably use a dark web if you're a killer. You know it.
Well, there's shit I've seen about the dark web. There's a guy, like, I watched his video of the top 10 creepiest stories of the dark web, whatever the fucking nightmare rabbit hole I got into on there before. And there was like, there's describing stories of, there's a site somewhere on the dark web where you can watch this, like, it's like a chat room. It's like almost like, I don't know if you heard like Omegle. Or,
yeah.
Or it's like one of those like chatterbait type things where it's like a cam and it's like a girl tied down in a chair, just like kind of speaking a different language, kind of probably begging for her life in whatever language she's speaking. And then there's two guys that are masked with like a fucking like just a tool set of torture devices.
Oh my god.
And then they're, like on the chat's disabled everybody except for one guy, and his name is Director. And it's the guy who paid the most, the bidded the highest, whatever, in that chat room, and he gets to say what he wants them to do to her. He says, okay, cut out her eyeball. Okay, cut off her eyelids.
Oh my god.
Okay, kill her. And then they start going for it, like, no, let her suffer for a minute. Like, there's a guy just typing whatever the fuck he wants.
Done to a real person.
Yeah, some sadistic person, some other side of the world, just getting his rocks off to fucking torturing this woman. Not even doing it himself, but telling someone to do it. And these guys are making a shit ton of money from it, probably thousands of dollars.
Hundreds.
And they just grab some bitch off the street. Probably not even thousands.
Yeah.
Probably not even that much. Is the scary part.
No, it's probably a lot. Though.
It's probably a chunk, but like, it's probably not as much as you think.
Yeah.
It's like we probably could afford. If we should actually do an episode
so
when we torture a bitch, that'd be so
scary. Dude, that's insane, though. I mean, I've heard some terrifying shit on the dark web. Like, I mean, I know people who've literally ordered drugs off the dark web. Like, and it actually shows up under a weird label, fucking, hidden in something that you can just... Whoop.
Well, I got in this one weird thing of these fucking opening hidden packages from the dark web. I got in a huge...
I watched videos on that.
They're so creepy. They say it's so creepy sounding, but it's always nothing. It's always like, it could be fake.
Yeah, I know.
It's so out. It's like, I don't know. It's those videos are sick. I remember there was the time when I did Molly. I think it was the time I did Molly with fucking Austin. It was probably mostly meth, and I remember staying up all night, and I came back on a split shift, and I was working at Garden Plaza, and I was watching a bunch of videos on like the dark web, and it just was. And it's like I looked at the world, like, 'cause there's talking about shit too, where there was like stories of where you can go buy organs. And they showed videos of like they just had a bunch of homeless people trapped in cages inside a fucking place. Oh my god! Yeah, and they're harvesting their organs. I was like, fuck. Like, it's like a weird thing. I remember going back to work just like and just looking at the world differently. Just like, holy fuck. Like, all this shit is happening. You don't even think about it. There's probably nightmare shit. Even if it's not even our country, which it definitely is, probably.
Oh, you know it.
Definitely is. But like, that shit's happening. Definitely the Uyghur. I think it's Uyghurs, how you say it? Those Asian Muslims. You never heard about that shit in fucking China? Chinese Muslims, I should say, not Asian. Well, they're Asian, but Chinese Muslims, yeah, because they're in China. They're fucking China. No, in China they round up all the Uyghurs, and then they harvest their organs. They torture them. They put them in prisons. They have concentration camps. It's insane.
Oh no! I actually was just hearing about that. There's
insane. We're doing
there's fucking Chinese Muslims that are in concentration camps.
They're called Uyghurs.
But they don't allow Christianity there either.
It's fucked up. It's insane. It's like, it's so weird too. Everyone's so politically correct. Oh, she said that Mexicans clean toilets or whatever. It's like, yeah, but we're not doing anything to help the Uyghurs, and everyone bitches about how America never stepped in the World War II when all the Jews were being shipped out there and being murdered, and then like, oh, everyone just stood by and let the Jews get slaughtered. We're doing it right now as we speak to the fucking Muslim Uyghur guys in China, and no one's doing anything. And no one gives a shit. It's like, what?
It's so weird, bro. I literally just watched a video. It was some dude on Facebook. I know, it's sweet. It's sweet that you know about this, like, unless you've seen this video.
But I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying I'm better than those guys. I'm not doing anything either. I'm not going over there and trying to stop it.
I get that.
And I think they should be killed. Just switch sides instantly.
No, there's a dude that was literally saying that. He was like, what about the fucking homosexuals in Saudi Arabia that are getting pushed off buildings because they're gay? What about the fucking Chinese Muslims who are in concentration camps in China? And he's just like talking about all these different events that are actually... He's talking about in fucking Libya, there's literally true black men in slavery right now, today.
Yeah, and the weird thing is...
He's like, what about those people? What about those people? You're all hypocrites. You don't care about them. You're talking about only shit in America.
Because it affects them. And there is nothing to complain about.
Yeah, it's nothing that's even affecting them.
It's like such a fucking niche group, too.
They're causing so much ruckus, though.
Well, this one makes sense. The fucking...
Not the George Floyd one. I'm talking about like Antifa and shit. Like.
But Antifa are just idiots.
Hate them.
They're technically not a terrorist organization because there's no leader.
Huh?
They're technically not a terrorist organization because there's no leader. Domestic terrorist organizations. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people who always want to have... The KKK. Actually, KKK probably should be domestic terrorists because they're insanity.
But really, have they been killing black people? When was the last time a KKK person killed a black person?
I don't think it's been that long. I think they just went and killed people at the fucking one. I think a guy tried to kill a couple of them with a car recently, like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
A KKK? Ku Klux Klan guy.
Maybe a neo-Nazi, but still, what the fuck that shit though?
That is shit. But I'm just saying the Ku Klux Klan. I was like, that's just one. That's one thing, dude. I know there's Aryan Nation groups around here. They're not the KKK. They're an Aryan Nation group, though. They hate black people.
Yeah, but hating black people is fine. But burning crosses in their yards and harassing them, it starts to become terrorism, though. Because what is terrorism?
Yeah, but how often does that happen with them? Like, are they just doing it all the time that we're not getting told about it? Are they doing it constantly? You would think that if the KKK moved any fucking movement at all, they would be on their ass.
If they did it privately and didn't bring anyone into it, and they didn't, maybe they could say what they want one time, because like harassment's basically doing it over and over. That's what harassment is. You say one thing to a black person, you can say one thing. You can just say a statement to any statement you want, and that's not enough to be harassment. That's just saying something fucked up. That's cool.
Yeah.
You fucking your dick or whatever. You're an asshole. You said a word that I don't like, and you know I don't like it, and you're making it hurt my feelings on purpose.
Yeah.
Like that's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah, and then that's okay if you stop after that first time.
Yeah, if you don't ever do it again.
Yeah, if you say, "Hey, you fucking nigger," he's like, "What'd you call me?" He's like, "Oh, you heard me, dude." And just walk away.
Yeah, you heard me, dude. That'd be insane. You fucking nigger. What'd you say? You heard me, dude. Walked away. Just instantly just walks away. I don't think that dude can attack you.
No, he can't. Yeah,
he can't attack you for doing that.
Yeah, what'd you do? He can't attack you for.
I said he was a nigger, and then I walked away.
Yeah.
So you can just attack me when I'm not a part of the situation anymore?
Some of that, it's like, yeah, I just said a word. You can't just say something, even if it hurts your feelings. If someone called me fat, I just punch him in the head and stab him in the heart.
Yeah,
like,
you can.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can now.
No, it's like
they changed that law. So sweet, only fat people can.
That'd be sick. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I think it's just like, it's so weird to me too, because all I see is the Black Lives Matter and the All Lives Matter argument on Facebook. I see it all the time. They're like, oh, if it was a real movement, why would you just come up with it right after Black Lives Matter came up and all this other shit? And it's like, no, what you're saying is, like, when people say, what I think All Lives Matter, it's just saying, they say it's racist that you're saying All Lives Matter because it's Black people's lives matter is the fucking slogan, but you made a new slogan saying All Lives Matter. So they're saying, why are you saying that now when we just created this movement? And you don't care about All Lives Matter because you don't care about Black lives because you made that movement. And it's just like, it doesn't even make sense. It's just like when you say Black Lives Matter, when you say All Lives Matter, it includes blacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the idea of All Lives Matter is kind of weird. Like, I get that.
But
I don't know. It's like, because you're saying that they're saying.
It's just, everything's stupid, though. It's like, yeah, we know Black Lives Matter. It's not like that's a fucking. There is a lot of racist people. I don't care what anybody says. There's a lot of racist people. There just is. And that's just okay. That's okay, because that's people.
Yeah.
People are that way.
People are dumb.
People are dumb,
They
and
pick
people,
their tribes.
yeah, they literally fucking, it's just what it is, though. And it's just got to be around. You know what I mean? Obviously, if it's happening so much that it's controlling other people, then that's when it's bad. But people can just be racist. People, you know what I mean? It's whatever. That's on them. You know what I mean? You can't deny people, though. If you're in a restaurant, you can't deny someone because they're black, even though you don't hate them. But then guess what? If you don't care, if you'll serve them even if they're black and you just don't like them, totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Literally, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I seriously believe that.
Yeah, because the idea is you're not supposed to like somebody. You're supposed to tolerate them.
Yeah.
So tolerance is. It's tolerating.
Yeah.
It's not saying, oh, I love this guy. This guy come to my house. It's like, nah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not gonna be an asshole to your face.
I don't like you.
I'm a privacy my own house around everyone that I know, all your family. I'm gonna be a big and jerk about you.
Yeah.
That's my prerogative, bud.
Yeah.
I see your big dick in your jeans. It offends me and it hurts my feelings.
I got a little baby dick, bitch.
So I'm gonna draw your character and your entire race through the mud. I can't admit to myself that I want to fuck you.
It's so scary.
Deal with it.
That'd be insane. Fucking badass white dude that says that. This is the most woke, racist person you've ever heard of.
That'd be sick.
That'd be super cool. It'd be really scary too, just because he's like deeply knows all his problems, but just like, nope, not dealing with them, and ain't talking about them ever.
Even I should do myself. And you, sir.
I don't know, man. I think we should just start fucking.
An openly closeted.
Openly attacking black people.
No, I'm saying openly closeted man.
Openly closeted. Yeah, I want to fuck dudes, but guess what? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. I ain't gonna be around it.
I ain't gonna do it either, because I'm straight.
You're fucking.
Well, that's the funniest. That was one of the jokes I love that Norm did on Conan. He said, I'm a deeply closeted homosexual, Conan. He's like, you're gay? He's like, no, I'm not gay. It's like deeply closeted. Like, it was like my favorite thing. Like, I love Norman. Norm Macdonald's the best.
He's hilarious, bro.
He's one of my favorite comedians for sure. He's up there for sure.
He is super funny, dude.
Almost as funny as me. Believe it or not.
I don't.
Believe it or not. Homecoming and fags.
It's so sweet though. It's just like.
Who would it be?
Well, I thought. I really. Whole coronavirus, they're saying that it's like this rising back up. Like it's the numbers are going back up again. It's like obviously because people are going back out.
Well, the riots aren't helping.
Huh?
The riots aren't helping.
No, there are literally tons of people gathered.
Protests.
From not being gathered at all to tons of people getting gathered.
But they don't always jump up.
But yeah, people are doing shit now. You know what I mean? And they're testing a lot more people.
But people need to fucking die from it. That was the whole plan we had. We had a plan to release this fucking disease.
From Wuhan.
Yeah, we went to Wuhan.
We created the disease.
Right, yeah, let's let this shit go. It's
Okay,
only mostly kill minorities because they have the most vitamin D deficient.
So sweet.
And we're not racist, but
How do the Chinese have the
well.
vitamin D deficiency? They're pretty close to our skin color.
they wish.
Double down on white.
Just sorry,
sweet.
pure white man. That's so how stupid that is. Like, who gives a shit?
I know.
It's such a funny thing to even give a shit
I
about.
love it though. I love saying
Like,
that. It's so funny to me because like, fuck no, I'd rather double down on this color any day. Just because it's like.
It's like, yeah, but that's the funny thing. Is like when you joke about it, it's like you have kind of a weird upper ground on it. Cause it's like you're the like you're kind of like you're almost like the villain in history. It's like, yeah.
White people? Hell yeah, dog.
It's
Literally proven that we've conquered every other continent in the entire world. So, hell yeah, we're the fucking bad guys in every fucking continent's history.
Well, it's because like I don't know. I was talking to you last night about it, but it's like I think I probably talked about it on this podcast too. But it's like in Rome started the whole thing. It's insane. Which might even argue was started from like I don't know how far that goes back.
Dude, it's scary.
But that shit is insane. Just to watch that chain reaction, just watching white people slowly, because we did it to ourselves first. We enslaved
ourselves
and took people out of their own tribes. We did everything we did to the Native Americans. We took did everything we did to them. We did to white people first.
Oh yeah.
And then white people went and did it to everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. Like civilization. Like people say that humans are the virus. Civilization was like a virus through humans. It was insanity. Of what fucking the Romans created. Because obviously you can probably argue it was before that with other ones too, but like there was
Samaria and shit.
And this is just because in my personal, that's the only story I know of it. But like, when you watch how like in Rome, the civilization got big, they had all this money and they had all this military, and then they fucking conquer. Yeah, and they conquer. And they push their beliefs, they push everything onto everybody, and then they all have that. And then
destroy your government, and then they fucking just replace them. They don't change your way of life, but they influence you to believe a certain way. And then it changes everything because there's people that are like, oh, you know what I mean? They start to actually believe in it and shit. Yeah. It's crazy. You just gotta wait for like the first 2 generations to die off, and then those people don't know any different.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Well, yeah, you don't know any different after 2 generations. You don't know that.
Well, it's like, because you can even do it with us right now from like 2 generations. That's like, say, someone who's probably in their 30s and the 60s were so racist, horrible people back then. Yeah. Like an average white person, just because of society, like that one is like a society thing.
That's 100% society thing.
It's like a society thing. Like it's like the society in our society. The white thing was that racism was undeniable. It was like you literally said different fountains. You looked down.
Segregation, yeah. They literally couldn't do what you did because you're white. Because your skin color is different. They had to use lesser things than
everyone treated them like they were less than.
Because they were. They were that, but they weren't. You know what I mean?
Let's put coughing so you finish your
they were then. No, they were then. They were treated that way. They were felt that way. They fucking believed they were that way until people started to be like, no, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, we aren't. We're just.
And then but there was always also the other side that there's always people who are like, no, black people shouldn't have to do that. And that's been dude, that's been since fucking like 1800s, bro. Straight up 1800s. Yeah, like
Jefferson had a weird thing with it.
Yeah, well, I heard it's like they don't believe in it. Like it's like no, like they're people. You know what I mean? 100%. But they're not gonna change the laws. You know?
Yeah, it's a hard thing. That's cool because they're like in this weird denial phase. Because you grow up with slaves and you grow up with all the weird shit, and then like you go like Jefferson was insane because he like had black kids, I think too.
Yeah.
And, like, had all this shit, and then when he died, he freed every one of his slaves. They all went free when he died. So first of all, why didn't you do that before?
But why did you die? Finish out this slave.
Yeah, it's like it's a weird thing to that. It's like, well, you could have just did that at the beginning. You should just buy him and free him if that's what you wanted to do. But whatever. I ain't judging you. I'm living in with my morals from this time, so it's gonna be way different than yours.
So scary different, bro. Can you imagine? I mean, what those people lived through back then, it's just so insane to even think about.
Did you hear about fuckhead getting... they tried to cancel Jimmy Fallon because he wore blackface doing a Chris Rock impression?
What?
They did a Chris Rock impression in 2000 on SNL. Jimmy Fallon did a Chris Rock impression and he was wearing blackface. Like, it wasn't really blackface, because blackface is a thing. And they say everything that if you dress up like a black, if you have the black paint that actually looks like a black person, that's blackface. That's not really blackface. Blackface is the red lips or white lips, but red lips and the fucking big thing, the big eyes, and acting like a stereotypical 50s, 30s blackbird. That's what blackface is. That's what it is. You can't just say, "Oh, they wear black face paint, so that makes it black." No, that's not what it is. It's one of those things that's just so disingenuous.
I know.
It's like we can see what you're doing. It's like, wait, you think you're tricking us?
I know.
You think we're so dumb we can't tell what you're doing? You're nitpicking this and you're making it like it's a bigger deal than it really is.
That's
no
literally
one
what
gives
it
a
is.
shit. You're nitpicking.
Yeah.
We can see through. Everyone can see that's why nobody likes you. Like, because you
Me?
you see those people complain online. They're like, everyone talks shit on fucking cancel culture because we want to treat everyone equally and not be mean to people. It's like, no, it's because you're overdoing it. It's like they don't care. No one gives a shit. You're pretending like people care because it makes you feel better because you feel more righteous than them.
Yeah.
What is this? This is basically your religion. You're no better than a fucking weird stay-at-home mom back in the fucking 20s who was talking down on gay people and black people. Like, you're just that. You're just them.
Yeah.
You're just trying to find someone you're better than. It's disgusting and stupid. What the fuck are you doing?
I know.
It's like, we see through it. Everyone does.
They do.
Everyone does.
Everybody literally is like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like,
it's like, what are you doing? We see through it. I just don't understand why they keep doing it. It's like everyone sees. No one thinks you're genuine.
No.
Everyone knows you're overreacting. You're just living your life in technicalities and nitpicking bullshit. It's like, okay, I guess it could be offensive, but who cares?
But it's
if
not.
It hurting your feelings, turn the channel. Change it. Don't listen to the guy. Just mind your own business and quit. Just go, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, that hurt. That's offensive. You know,
I obviously have the right to fucking complain and protest. But
yeah, I know.
But this is also my right to say, hey, what the fuck? Just grow up, you weird loser.
You weird loser.
Yeah, trying to everyone else is fun. They're enjoying it.
And then you're just like, ah! This is fucking bullshit. This hurts my feelings because someone told me this should hurt other people's feelings.
Nothing this hurts my feelings. This hurts someone's feelings, maybe.
That's literally what I just said. I said, this hurts. I said, this hurts. Yeah, but that's how they are, though. That's literally how they are. This hurts somebody's feelings because someone told me that this hurts other people's feelings. They literally fucking don't know anybody that's feelings are hurt by it, but someone's feelings could possibly hurt. And the way they feel that way, exactly. My feelings don't get hurt very often, unless someone calls me gay or something.
Or bitch, or gay bitch.
Just get hard. No, I used to feel that way, but it's like, I mean, if someone actually called me a bitch, I still would fight, probably.
Well, yeah,
if they're dead ass serious, like, you're a fucking bitch. Like, I would still fight that person, probably.
Oh, yeah, like, you don't do anything? Yeah, it's because you're a fucking bitch.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Mother.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, am
just
I?
Start crying. Just run
oh,
away.
am I?
Run away. Oh.
Pull out a fucking pistol and blow his fucking head off. Am I?
You're mean drunk right now. You're fucked up. That'd be so sweet.
Oh, you talking about what happened last night?
What?
Like I tried to beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, that guy was insane.
That 5-0.
Yeah, fuck. He was like 5'4".
I was like 5'2".
He was really short. He was shorter than that girl.
They're shorter than, like.
Was he tall as Jasmine?
He was shorter than everything.
Talking about loudmouth, dude. He got fucked up. He was fucked up.
Yeah, he was weird to you too.
He was. It's so weird because I didn't even know. He didn't even say anything to me, and I wasn't even talking to him. But I heard that whole conversation.
No, you talked to him, and you're just talking.
No.
Shit.
I'm saying when he started talking to you, he didn't say anything to me.
No.
At all. He was talking to you, and I was talking to that girl.
Yeah, because what happened? What happened for the people who are listening? We're just having a conversation, not including anybody. Oh yeah, remember that talk? Yeah, just have them not even know. But what happened was, Blake was having homosexual relations with a man in the bathroom, and I was like, dude, let me join or stop.
Just a scary different scenario.
No, we're at the bar, and I wish I knew what jokes you're just talking shit.
I don't even know what I said. I was fucked up last night, though.
Oh, yeah, I was fucked up, too. But you were just talking shit, and you were being funny.
I didn't feel like I even talked shit to him.
No, you didn't talk shit to him. You were just talking shit. And he called you a loudmouth.
He didn't. I know, but he didn't say it to my face.
No, he didn't. He said it like, "Oh yeah, he's a loudmouth." He probably thinks that he's the top. He's the big dog when you're the big dog, right? He doesn't talk to me. I was like, "No, we don't think those terms."
Yeah.
But it doesn't come up when we try to figure out who
is tougher.
Yeah, who's tougher? I don't care about alpha male bullshit. It's stupid. That's what I said to him, and then he's like. And then I don't know. Then he like turned everything around.
Yeah, because he was like hoping you were gonna like.
Yeah, no,
because
He's like, oh yeah, this guy. I was like, no, that's my fucking
blood.
Yeah, that's my blood. I've known the guy for my whole life. It's my brother. The fuck? Like, I'm just gonna side with some 5-0 loser?
Yeah,
no, some old loser guy who has nothing better to do than get drunk at a bar.
Yeah, to start calling him out.
We were supposed to get drunk at a bar for that reason, too. That's why I said it.
I know, and then he was with that girl. It was just so weird because he was cool, dude, 100% cool at first. Then he like left and then came back and he wasn't cool.
Yeah, something
weird.
Yeah.
But I was also that gay guy that was there and that chick that called me an asshole a long time ago. He also went over and talked to them, and we're sitting there fucking doing us. You know what I mean? We don't care.
What gay guy? Is it that bisexual guy that you?
No. This guy, he was like an older guy. He was like this older dude, and I thought he was cool. I was like, you remind me of someone I know that's gay. You know what I mean? I was like, totally.
I hate his
and
fucking
he
gut.
Fucking straight up, like put his cigarette out and left. Because I said that. I was like, oh, fuck. He ain't gay? I was like, that nigga ain't gay! And I told the bartender. And then he was like, no, he's gay. He's gay. He's just a little bitch sometimes. I was like, hell yeah. It's sick that the bartender said that.
What the fuck did you say? When was
this?
I
said that to him. This was how I was just by myself there.
Okay, well, explain
Long
the story.
time
Yeah,
ago.
tell me the story.
That's what I said. That's what the whole story is. I thought it was the guy. I said, hey, you remind me of someone who's gay that I love. And it's just funny because you remind me of just like him. And then he fucking was offended by that statement. Put his cigarette out and left.
That's a weird statement.
Yeah.
That's a weird.
Because he was gay, nigga. He was gay.
Yeah, imagine if you went up to a black guy.
Hey, you remind me of my nigger friend Jim. Nigger Jim, you know him? Just fucking pissed.
Just reference fucking. What's it? Hug fit.
Yeah, nigger Jim.
But yeah, you go up to a black. Oh, you remember my black friends? Like. Why would you tell me that? It's like it's such a weird. It's just a weird. You got.
Because he said it. I was like, no. Yeah, I was drunk too. It was, but I was just like, hey, you're gay, and you remind me of my fucking gay friend that I know. You know what I mean? Like you remind me dead like him, and he was just offended by it. And I don't know why. If a black guy came to me like, hey, you remind me of my white friend, I wouldn't be like, what? I wouldn't be offended by that. Why would I be offended? If that's what you are, why are you offended? Like, oh no, you remind me of him.
True,
He's also that. He's also the same as you. You remind me just like him.
Yeah, but
because all black people are the same, and all gay people are the same.
Evil
Sinners.
My whole thing is, you take white people out of the equation because we're an anomaly. I feel like.
Oh, what? Because we're better than everyone? What are you saying, you white privileged motherfucker?
We're the majority, so something weird happens with it. Because there is. Because literally everyone else, in my mind, when I'm playing that same scenario. Yeah, white people. Sometimes, oh, you remember my white buddies? It's like, well, I think it would be kind of still weird. Like,
no.
Like,
if he was black?
But why are you bringing it? Like, it's like he says to bring it up. It's just a weird thing. But yeah, I'm saying like it would matter less to me. But if you're like a black guy and you're just sitting there, or whatever, having a good time, but it's also like
that's racist.
But you also remind yourself you're just reminding someone of a race. So you're like almost like, hey, I know we're different. It's like a weird. It's like we're not though. We're still.
No.
There's something, yeah, but there's a weird thing to it.
Yeah, but when you're gay, it's not the same thing because you can't choose to be gay. You can't choose to be gay either. I get that, but like
a weirder thing.
It's way weirder than blacks. I wouldn't say that to a black person. Hey, you remind me of my black friend D. I wouldn't say that.
Trans person.
Yeah, if there's another trans person I knew, I'd say, hey, you remember my fucking homeboy? He's also trans. That's what I would say 100%. 100% I'd say that. You remember me just like him. He's also transgender. I would 100% say that.
I feel like almost that wording is different. Maybe, is that how you worded it when you said it?
I don't. Also gay? The thing is, I wanted to think I said that, but I don't. I think I worded it that way because I didn't want to word it that way to him. Because I didn't want to assume. Like, I assumed he was already gay, but I didn't want to, like. I don't know what. I don't know. It was weird.
I feel like there's a weird
But he did not like it.
There's a weird thing of like if he says, "Oh yeah, he also is
gay."
I thought there's a way you could word it where actually would feel better.
I think I said that. I think I said he's also gay, and I think he was like,
"Oh, he's also gay."
I don't know what I said, man, but I know.
I'm also trying to put through a bitchy guy's head too.
He's a little bitch.
Because I'm not even saying like a bitch like that. I'm saying like a bitch.
No, he's a little bitch, like that bitchy guy.
Like a bitch woman bitch.
Yeah, like a woman.
Gay guys, gay guys to be women bitch.
Yeah, like,
they have the
that
privilege.
Kind. That's exactly how he was.
Yeah. They have the privilege to be women bitches. Men have to be fucking little coward pussies that you're bitches. Yeah. We can't be women bitches.
Can't be a woman bitch.
That you're fucking. I don't know what that would be. So, fuck you.
Are you fucking kidding? I'm out of here.
Yeah, you're a bitch in the other way.
You're a fucking woman bitch, nigga.
I'm gonna get my fucking pussy over there. I'm gonna fuck the shatter. I'm getting the fuck out of here. What are you?
You're a weird thing. I don't like what you are. It's just become fucking racist. I don't like that person. Anybody that reminds me of him, I will not like.
I will execute on sight.
Sit. On sight.
On sight. Anal rape.
All I know is that
why
people can't be offended very easily.
Well, not here.
No, where else?
Where
else would you be offended?
Well, when you're a majority of place, it's a different world, for sure. Like if you go to just an all-black city,
and someone's like, "What do you want, cracker?" They wouldn't even say that because that's a fucking American thing.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not saying a black country. I'm just saying like if you go to a city, it's just all black people. There would be a different feeling there.
100%.
You don't have that left out. You don't have that thing where you don't feel like you belong. It's always going to be there. That's also a thing that they have to kind of realize that you kind of put yourself. Because not everyone doesn't think you... Like, that's a weird thing. It's almost an insecurity that is racist, but it's also you're insecure about your race.
Yeah. When you're not, the majority. Like, when there's not more people like you, there's less people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when there's less people when you see more people of a different race than you, it's like when you walk through neighborhoods... So remember we used to walk through neighborhoods when we were kids, and it's like weird walking through someone else's neighborhood because you know you're not supposed to be there because why am I walking through a neighborhood? I'm not going to any house here. But none of those people give a shit, really. But you feel like everyone knows. You almost feel like you don't belong in that neighborhood. It's like a weird feeling of like, oh, I shouldn't be here. Like I shouldn't be. Why am I here? Like,
yeah,
I'm a weirdo. But then it's like, but nobody thinks that in reality because nobody gives a shit. That you're walking down the road. Like no one cares.
No.
But there's something to say. There's something like that's happening. That happens with that too. That mixes in with that. There's just some insecurity with that, where it's like, oh, I feel like I don't belong. It's like there's a thing like if you remind a person of their race, like which sounds way too vague, but it's like, basically, oh yeah, if you make fun of someone because like they call him like I call fucking Joshua Spick or whatever.
Yeah.
There's probably like a little part, maybe not him so much, but there's some people like there's a certain part where it's like, oh yeah. It's like people call me fat. There's a fat like, oh, I'm just a fat. Like there's a weird thing where it almost reminds you, oh yeah, I'm the fat guy.
Yeah,
like, you know, yeah. I'm this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a weird thing to that, but also like your insecurity too. They might not, like they really don't think that way. Like if I had a black friend, which I don't have any black friends, which is pretty sweet.
You don't?
Not really. I've never met that many.
I've never met that many either.
I met some cool ones at work. I have cool black friends that I've met at work that are cool, but they usually end up not working there very long.
Because they're black. No, my black friend D, dude, he only worked at Ace Industrial Supply for like 3 months. But I still send him money on his books. And he's in prison right now. Because he's black. No, he was on parole.
There's a guy named D that I used to work with that was a pretty cool guy. But he missed so many days of work.
Really?
Yeah, he's black. Just like that's all. He's the joke. Yeah, but... Yeah, he was a pretty cool guy. I talked to him a little bit. I didn't talk to him much. Just because we didn't talk that much. I'm not going to go out of my way to just talk to the black guy. Oh, hey, you're black. I'm cool.
That's how a lot of... Hey, I feel like there's a lot of people like that, too.
It is weird, though. Like, that's the weird thing about living here. Black people are a little bit different. Because they're not different people. It's just like you never see black people that much. It's like a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost weird. It's like, I don't want... It's like a weird thing living here.
I know.
When it comes to race.
But there's a lot of places that are like this, though. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Tons of white places.
They're called low-crime states.
So low-crime states. They're called low-crime states. Yeah, can you imagine just going to Chicago and there's like a murder every day? Or
but that's a weird thing, too. It's like... It's like Asians don't commit crimes and white people just don't commit crimes that much. I bet there is definitely racism where people. I don't know. I just don't feel like the cops just like let things slide because you're white.
No, they don't.
They might.
If they have a fucking chance to, like, maybe for speeding tickets or something. You know, maybe they're just a little fucking.
Maybe with violence, they might be a little less.
No.
Prone to pulling the trigger on certain things. I don't know.
No, dude. If you have drugs on you, it doesn't matter what fucking race you are. I don't care if you're a woman, whatever you are. If you have drugs on you, a cop will arrest you. If you have drugs in your pocket and a cop searches you and he's like, I gotta fucking take you to jail. And there's some places that don't do that just because drugs are so bad and the jails are so full that they're like, okay, here's a ticket, you gotta go to court for this. That's very rare. Spokane's actually one of those places. They'll take you to jail for one day, let you out, and say you have to go back to court.
I don't think it's that rare, just bigger cities. Well, it's probably rare because bigger cities are less common, obviously.
Yeah.
So technically you're right. But, like, I think it's more that it's just big cities have to deal with more crime, so it's like the violent ones are the ones we're taking priority over.
Yeah.
Not you fucking guys who really aren't doing anything wrong. We're just taking your money because we're pieces of shit. And this whole government thing this whole cop thing is bullshit anyways. But that's why I don't give a shit. Like, I don't like cops.
I hate
so
them.
The whole George Floyd thing, it's like, I mean, the whole Black Lives Matter, like, yeah, I don't really, I feel like the Black Lives Matter thing's a little weird because it's not just black people they're killing, but it's only but those are the ones that get all the press because it pushes a narrative. It pushes a narrative. This whole thing, oh, cops are killing black people. It's like cops are killing everybody.
They kill everybody. They that is 100% proven fact. They kill everybody.
Like Asians the least.
Yeah.
But you can argue because Asians don't commit that much crime. White people don't commit as much crime as other races either, on per capita. I feel like the stats are the stats, and like you can say, oh, they arrest them more. It's like, yeah, but maybe it's because they arrest them more because they're a little dickier. Because like black people on average, like
but that wouldn't make sense. If they're 13% of the population and over 50% of the fucking prison population. You can't tell me that's strictly racism. You can't.
It has to be. Yeah, it has.
You can't tell me that.
And I've always thought it was like
straight racism has caused them to imprison so many black people. If they were doing a crime, they were doing a crime. You know what I mean?
It has to be some. They can't just.
Yeah, I mean, they can't all be just. It's not like 20% of the prison population of blacks is innocent.
But the scary thing
bullshit.
is
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm liberal. No, so sweet.
But I was gonna say, like, there is a weird thing of like when the people have been exonerated of.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot more black people.
It's a lot more black people, like by a scary high amount. So there is some truth to that. I'm not going to ignore those stats.
20% is a lot.
I'm saying
it's not that. I truly would. If it was that, I would 100% believe in my heart of hearts that it was all racism that caused that.
Those 20%.
20%.
I want to say all of them.
20% of the prison population in America is huge.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I want to say it's all racism that did. I'm just saying that you got really deep in that. Well, it's all racism today. I changed my mind.
No, I would. If 20% of the prison population of black people were actually fucking not guilty, I would truly believe that it was racism. I dead ass would, because I think 20%. That's fucking disgusting, dude. That's like fucking. That's like 1 million people that were falsely fucking imprisoned. It'd be more than that. It'd be more than that if it was 1 million.
I'd compare the stats to how many people get arrested, but. Because there's also a lot of things with people. I don't know. It's like, where do people in the hood hang out? They hang outside more often. Because they talk about people that sit on the stoops, and then there are also more black people are less urban areas. I mean, there are more urban areas, wherever there are more city areas where there's more cops. So most people who are white are like a lot of people that are white live in the country, so there's gonna be less cops anyways.
There's there's more white people that live in the city than there is black people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's more factors to this. There's so many other nuanced things. Because white people there's more white people by a lot that aren't anywhere near cops. Don't ever call the cops. Who live in like fucking, who knows what the fuck they're doing. They don't ever even see a cop most of the time. But like most black people live, like, there's not very many black people that live, like compared to like white people that live like in fucking the country and all that shit and doing all that shit. Like it's not as common. Maybe the southern
sure
more,
Alaska
I guess. But
doesn't have that many black people.
Yeah, there's just a lot of weird factors that change, that make it so the stats
are skewed.
Yeah, it's like just I feel like the real thing is it's a class war disguised as a race war. That's all it is.
poor against fucking middle class and high.
Yeah, and they make it race, so we argue about the semantics, like we're doing right now. Like all lives matter, Black Lives Matter. It's like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter is all lives matter. It just especially black because they're being prosecuted. I don't really technically believe it. I think it's clickbait. Who cares? I don't give a shit. I agree that everyone's being fucked by the cops and we should deal with that. I'm not gonna deal with the whole. Oh, it should be all lives matter because it is kind of a fucking petty, weird argument. It's like, yeah, who cares? They don't. It's like saying, oh, New York City's the best city. It's like, no, this city's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
It's like who cares? It's like,
I know.
As you're being like, it doesn't matter. We all agree that the cops are doing a shitty job and they're killing people.
Yeah.
Whether
brutality, they're fucking harming people and killing
whether it's
people.
whether you think it's only black people because it's racist or not, either way, they're doing it and we need to stop it.
Yeah.
And they're killing everybody, except for Asians.
Because they commit no crime.
Asians do commit crime. They're just better at hiding it. Change what I would say. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, because...
How many Asians are there in America? I want to know what the population is. It's probably pretty low.
Yeah, it's low, but it's decent.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be decent. There's more Asians here than there is fucking black people.
I don't know if that's true.
100%. I've known more Asians than I've known more black people.
Well, Asians in this area, for sure. There's no black people in this area. There's like 4.
Yeah.
I hate every one of them.
Hate every one of them.
Actually, they're all cool. Actually, all the black people I've met are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never really met I haven't met that many. So it's hard to... If I only met 5 white people, I'd probably think they're all pretty cool too.
Yeah, right. Because it's usually you hanging out with them at the bar or something.
Yeah, you meet them, yeah.
You meet them at a place that's fun, you know.
Yeah. What I mean? And like black people, there's a lot of them are more just a fucking jolly go lucky. There's more just funner people to be around. It's weird.
I know there's
almost like a flamboyant. There's more of like a what's that word? It's not all of them, obviously, but I'm just saying there's a lot more.
Oh yeah, I like the way they laugh, like how like they're just like they're really fucking animated.
Yeah, emotive. Yeah.
Yeah, animated, dude, and I love that because it's just like it's hilarious to me, and I.
Yeah, but then
I hung out with a black dude last night at the bar, dude, or no, 2 nights ago at fucking in Beatty, Nevada, and this dude was, he was funnier than fucking. He was blacker than black, and there's these gay guys outside. That's what I was telling you about, dude. And he was like, he'd always, and I'd say something, he'd be like, nigga, you know what I mean? And it was funny because I can tell because then he said it again. And he's like, well, I didn't even say that, but and it was weird because I could tell he was like around all white people when he was saying nigga to us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like he can tell he was like, oh fuck, I better back off on that word, you know. But he obviously says it.
It's such a weird, it's such a weird thing that it is weird hearing even black people say it too.
I don't think it's weird when I hear a black person say it at all.
I think it's weird when I hear like kind of like someone just throws you off guard a little. Like I don't know, that's just what it is.
No, I truly don't even feel that way. Like I literally, a lot of the black people I met, they say nigga to you, and you're white, 100%.
It's not even that. I'm not saying because I'm white. I'm not saying I'm just saying that it's weird when you hear it because you go, "Oh, that's the word that you're not supposed to say." Yeah, no, you're not supposed to say that. Like it's like that. I don't know. It's just a training technique. It's the same reason why because people say, "Oh yeah, that word hurts when white people say it." So I know what they like. It's a weird right. Like then fucking when you say this, the liberals get all douchey about it. It's like, oh, it's racist to not let white people say nigger. It's like, yeah, it is actually, but who cares? I don't give a fuck. But like, it's like the whole thing is, it's like when Bill Maher got in trouble for saying I would be a
house nigger.
I'd be a house nigger. Because I want to work in the field or whatever. And then he had Ice Cube on. And Ice Cube said this whole like speech about how I don't like hearing a white person say nigger in any context because I know what they mean. Like it's like a weird thing. Like he just assumes all white people just automatically hate black people. So that when they say it, they mean it automatically. It's like, no, you don't mean it.
No.
If I say it, doesn't mean I mean it. Who cares?
He's liberal as fuck too.
Oh yeah, Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Bill Maher's a fucking insanity person.
I know.
But like, yeah, it's like I don't know. Like you can't just take every word. No matter what context, that's not how words work.
No, it's literally the exact opposite. It's context of the situation.
So you don't take
all day.
That's how our language works. You're like ignoring the rules of the language to suit your emotional
prerogative.
Yeah, your emotional fucking agenda. Like, what are you doing? That's not how this works. You can't just be like, that hurts my feelings. You can't say it. It's like not how. No, I'll say what I say, and if it hurts your feelings, then tell me. Can you not say that, dude? You kind of fucking. I don't know.
And guess what?
Like
if that doesn't work, and they say no, fuck that, I'll say it if I want to, and then you just don't. You just
then walk away. Then fuck you. I don't want to be around you. Then if you're gonna be this much of an insensitive person, I'm leaving. It's like It's like, I'm a dick, I guess. It's like, that's what it is. Like, if someone treats you like shit, then tell them, like, hey, what the fuck, dude? Don't do that. And if they say, no, fuck you, I do what I want. Like, then you're an asshole. I don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
Then leave. So this is like, why are we acting like everyone has to be coddled? It's such a weird world we're living in.
I know. It is weird.
It's like, how about you just man up and fucking... It's just like when they talk about women, when they're like, oh, the Me Too's and shit. It's like, oh, I was with a man and he wanted to have sex with me and I felt uncomfortable, so I just said yes. It's like, say no.
Yeah.
It's like when Louis C.K. beat off one of those girls, like, I felt uncomfortable saying no. Then fucking man up. What do you mean? Like, you have to be able to strong in yourself. Yeah, that's not my fault.
Oh yeah,
that's not my fault. We can't live in a world where you can't stand up for yourself, and then that's the guy's fault because you didn't say no. It's like, oh, he should have known. It's like, how he just read your mind, you dumb idiot.
You said yes, and then he's just not gonna do it.
Yeah, it's like he asked you a question. Sure, maybe a shitty situation you're in, like a power dynamic thing, but you're a fucking grown woman. Mm-hmm. The only time power dynamic works if you're a minor. Literally, if you look at like, fucking statutory rape laws. The statutory rape laws, they break it down where you can have like there's a lot of states where it's like you can have sex if you're under like if you're 16 or older, if the person isn't your fucking what's the word, when like your guardian or a person or a manager, or like they have no power over you, like a teacher or a manager at your job or any of that shit. That there's little guidelines in there. That's because they're fucking under 18. It's not because they're women. You can't just make these rules. How is it rape if you're saying, oh yeah, if you said I'll fire you because if you don't do this,
done, sued.
That's
Burn.
different. If they verbally say that, but if it's implying is a weird thing where you're not really saying it. Then you're like, there's a line there. It's like you have to fucking stand up for yourself. I'm sorry, you're in the real world now. Just,
even if it was your job on the line, you say no.
Yeah.
And then you fucking take it up with the court and fucking have them fucking sued, fucking defamed, whatever you gotta do. You know what I mean? But at that moment, you say no. No. Fuck no.
Fuck no.
And if he's raping you, it's a completely different thing. If he's holding down and beating you and forcibly no, it's not gonna work. But if any situation where a dude asks you to do something and you say no, I mean, if you say yes and then felt like you should have said no later, that's no one's fault but yours.
Yeah, learn not to say no.
Learn to say no. And like, that's just dead ass. Guys will ask you that.
Yeah, and guys will take advantage of that.
And they will.
There's
so
shitty
you
people
need to
out
know.
there.
So you need to know to say
Yeah,
no.
be strong. Yeah.
If they're gonna stop at no, thank God.
Yeah, and they keep badgering you like fucking some douchebags do. Then you have to stay strong and do it, and then just like you just get out of it.
Get away from there. Yeah, get away from there as soon as you possibly can. Call somebody. Call the cops. Straight up call the cops. Hey, I fucking feel unsafe. I need to go. And they'll come and get you.
And carry a gun on you.
Blow people's brains out when you fucking...
I'm just saying, like, even's a playing field. I don't get how like, there's these feminists are all liberals, so they're all anti-gun, but it's like, this is the fucking... Let's level shit out. If I will go in a fucking corner, I see a fucking 85-pound fucking anorexic child... I'm like, yo, bitch, I'm gonna get inside that. I'm gonna fuck that shit. I'm gonna get in that bitch. I'm gonna fuck this whore. And then she pulls out a fucking 50 cal Desert Eagle. Like, what'd you say, white boy? Like, what? You're white. Boom! You blow my brains out. Yeah, that's... You win. I can't beat up a fucking 85-pounder with a fucking gun.
No.
Because they have a gun.
Nigga.
So yeah, it's like... That's how you even out everything. It's like, oh yeah, I'm scared to walk to my car at night because someone might kidnap and rape me. It's like, then carry a fucking gun and shoot the guy in the head if you're scared.
As soon as he comes out, fucking start. Hey, ma'am, I need help! Boom!
I know you're talking about boom! Instantly. You want fire? Propose!
All right, dude. That's where we end it.
Hell yeah.
Fucking women killing men that just keep a gun on you at all times.
If you don't,
shoot anybody that comes up to you in any situation.
So I guess we're the alt-right podcast now. Yeah. So we found that out the hard way today.
Well, I feel like it's necessary.
To be alt-right.
To be alright and all white. If it ain't white, it ain't right!
Hell yeah.
88 brothers.
88 brothers and 2 kids. Oh, I haven't hit record yet.
He's so gay. Excuse me.